Hi, my name is O, and I would like to remain anonymous until the end of the video because I would like to emulate what the leader that I chose does. What is art and who gets to make it? For nearly two decades, the British street artist Bansky has remained anonymous with his name and has been transforming public spaces into culture-jamming spectacles. Bansky's impact on the world and on the field, more even on the art scene and on the political social ideology scene, has been that most people think of art as a way of conveying emotions as opposed to language, the means by which we express ideas. Whatever line there is distinguishing art and language, Bansky paints over it to make it disappear, then stealthily repaints it in the unlikeliness of places. His works, whether he puts them on the streets, sells them in galleries, or hangs them in a museum on the slide, are filled with imagery tweaked into metaphors that cross all language barriers. The images are brilliant and they're funny, yet so simple and accessible that even children can find meaning in them. Even if 6-year-olds don't know the first thing about culture wars, they have no trouble recognizing that something is wrong when they see a picture of the Mona Lisa holding a rocket launcher. A lot of artists can be neurotic, self-indulgent snobs using art for their own catharsis, but Bansky distances himself from his art, using art to plant the feelings of discontent and distrust of authority that anyone can experience when he makes them and prompts them to ask themselves one gigantic question: why is this wrong? If it makes people feel and think, he's accomplished his goal, and that's why I admire him. He makes people think, he makes people question. Bansky's work embodies everything I like about art and nothing I dislike about it. His art is accessible rather than elitist. Since he does it on the street, it has a powerful political message that's conveyed with a sense of humor, which certainly makes the bitter peel easier. It's pleasing to look at because it's technically very strong, but not overly complex and intimidating, as he pulls it off in such a way that its presence in a context communicates not only his message, but his dedication to effecting the change he promotes in that message. Whether he's defying the Israeli separation in Palestine by painting the wall, or by passing the elitist review board of a museum by hanging his work himself, he definitely breaks boundaries in what he does. He definitely has his share of critics who say that he burns too many bridges by rejecting countless opportunities to gain money or fame, but he simply has no interest in doing anything that falls outside his goal of making provocative, powerful artwork. He is congruent with what he does and says. He's congruent with his message. So that's why it makes him an effective leader, and that's why he has so much followers, and that's why he's having such a talk and media buzz around him. Intentions, he says, yes, sometimes I'm a hypocrite because sometimes I do gain money out of the capitalist society that I much criticize, and also I think he's a great success in putting forth street art and putting forth art for the masses that he has been able to create this underground following, but also he has not yet been able to become a well-established ideology leader per se. We still have to see what he is going to come and what is his influence going to be in the next 20 years. Yet, his criminal nature is what has drawn so much attention to his work. I think he's a genius because he managed to know what attracts people in this current society that is drama and people breaking the rules. So that's what he did in order to get his message across. He is what we call a modern day anarchist. He draws his inspiration from the daily vices of life, like pollution, African poverty, governmental influence, the war on terror, and adultery. A true artistic renegade. Bansky's work in history will one day resonate as the true start of the modern anti-war movement. And finally, my name is Oriela, Medellin, and I myself am an inspiring artist, and I want to be able to influence people in their way of thinking and what they want out of life, in making them see what's real, what's worth in life, what's worth pursuing, rather than just accepting what's given to you, to make you think, to make you question, to make you be a human being that is capable of reasoning and challenging and doing what we're supposed to do, rather than just accepting what the people in the big powers want us to do, because it will benefit the rest. The world right now is going in the wrong situation. The society is not working because there's people dying while there's people that are feasting worship what he does, because this is the type of person that we yet have to see his influence in the world. He is current, and what he's doing, I think it's pretty amazing. He's challenging life and the status quo. He doesn't want to be in the limelight like me here. He wants to remain unknown, so his work precedes him. What he's doing is challenging the art world and making it for the masses. He's making people change and question what's happening in life and what is changing. He's making funny comments and making them beautiful. He's making satirical comments about what is life without